God damn it! I go to take a piss, somebody joins, and they leave. I need somebody here today. I'm like crippled high. I can't do this. Like that fucking cunt Lundy's playing League of Legends. I can see him on Discord. Get in here, Lundy. You fucking cunt. See, I'm being Haven. I could call you a homophobic slur, but I'm not. Oh man, fuck it. It was really hard to set this up this week. I should just fucking message him and just be like, Lundy, you're a cunt and you're wrong about things. You are wrong about things. I got a new keyboard and it's like all the buttons are different. So I'm like just Sam pecking at it, Paul. That's a weird fucking joke. Also, like nobody knows who Sam Peckinpah is anymore, Matt. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares about the weird movies you grew up on because you didn't have the internet, so you would literally watch any movie that had the promise of fucking titty in it. Also, hey, Stable Genius, dude stole on the butt sex stuff, I see. And Rad Player, this is going to be a very fucking slow start today. Let me maybe smoke a non wacky tobacco cigarette. Maybe take some of the edge off. Put the bowl over here, like somewhere where it's not gonna get knocked over, but somewhere where it's out of my immediate sight. Is nobody joining this because I named it abortion conjunction? What's your function? Like that. This is like the least worst of the like. This isn't even like top 10 worst fucking titles I've come up with for these. Maybe top 25. I've done way worse. He's dumb old Lundy's not responding yet. I think I need some I'm trying to like challenge myself right now because I don't want to immediately just jump into fucking child murder like I always do. You gotta mix it up a bit. Like that's how you properly abuse a dumb animal. Like you don't just constantly fucking hit them the same fucking way every fucking day. You gotta shake it up. You gotta mix it. You gotta shuck when they think you're gonna jive. So I don't want to call Lundy a child murderer, at least today. But yeah, like I'm like, okay, how do I how do I trick him? You know, I think I have an idea. Lundy, I have free. What's the fucking thing that Lundy likes? Dick. I have free dick in the hang out. You want some question mark? I didn't even fucking type that. Didn't even fucking type that out. Is that it? Is it Tom Green who I should be blaming for me just finding the maybe? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna blame Tom Green in the hang out. You want some question mark? Now, if that doesn't entice him, I don't know what will. Except for The accusations of him being a child murderer. Let it be known that I'm trying to be the nice guy here today. I'm trying to get Lundy in here without calling him a child murderer. He's not making it easy. He's playing League of Legends. I see him right there. Although, like, to be fair though, he's like me a lot of times where he'll just leave the dumb fucking game on and just be. So Lundy might be somewhere else. Lundy might be dead. He really could be. I'm not saying definitively that he is dead, but he could be dead. Lundy is definitely in like a Schrodinger's cat like scenario right now of like he could be dead, he could not be dead. I think the cigarette's working. I think the cigarette is helping me fucking mellow edge off a bit. Not the sexy kind of edging, but like the just normal edging, I guess. Is it? I guess the sexy type of edging is the normal edging when you really think about it. Oh, Angus is fucking, Angus, get in here. I don't know if he's watching. Get on my hang out, cunt. He's typing. I just jumped in the middle of he's bitching about Iron Brew. It's a Scottish thing. It's like it's a drink. Scottish people love it. I don't know. I've never had it. Probably never will. Maybe I don't know. Like if you gave me Iron Brew, I'd give it a taste. But I'm not gonna go out of my way. Like fuck it. I've gone 33 years without fucking drinking Iron Brew. I can go another like 3 to 33 years, however long left I have. No, he's fucking. He's like, I'm sick, baby, baby man. I said Babu man. That works better, honestly. See, this is why I started this. Like, I scheduled the hangout like 15 minutes earlier because I was like, I am doing this early, but I'm trying to get ahead of fucking Lundy because he's constantly like fucking doing his dumb Twitch streams. Yeah, isn't Iron Brew like it's either orange or bubblegum flavor? I know it's one of the two. I always hear orange and bubblegum mentioned whenever people talk about fucking Iron Brew. Man, Angus is just he's a little babu man. I bet you he's faking it so he can get out of DM and because he doesn't have a plan for tomorrow. Oh man, if we don't have a plan for tomorrow, maybe I can. No, I already fucked everybody last week by suggesting the insane clown posse as the topic. So I don't think. I don't think. Yeah, they're not gonna let me. Yeah, they're not gonna let me pick the topic again. That's not gonna happen. Okay, the color's orange, so that's probably why the orange is mentioned. But yeah, I've heard like bubblegum described a lot. I think that's how Abby Normal described orange brew because she lived over in Scotland for a while and she drunk it. As you do in Scotland, I guess. You gotta do Scottish things over there. Well, they're fucking dunk you in the fucking water as a fucking goddamn witch. That last part might not be true. I don't know. Honestly, Rad Player, the way you're describing it, it makes me think of Fago. It's like fucking Fago. Maybe that's it. Maybe I should avert, divert, avert. I guess divert. Like who else is on? Nick it says Nick's on. God, I haven't talked to Nick in like a dog's age. Although to be fair, I did put the fucking link in a different room, so I don't know which rooms people have fucking muted and which rooms people don't have muted. So maybe that was a mistake. I might have fucked up there. So I'm gonna. Why did I fucking Porky Pig there? God, the backspace button on this fucking keyboard is just the fucking worst. It's like not good. Like you gotta press it and then you gotta maybe it's I was thinking maybe because this is a wireless fucking keyboard, but like every other fucking button doesn't have the weird lag. It's just the fucking backspace for some reason. Does the delete button have the well, I guess the delete button doesn't work for that. Yeah, you gotta like fucking I don't know. It's weird. Why am I reaching for the ball again? I just stopped being fucking dumb like cripple high. So I did not put out that cigarette. I'm gonna stamp that out because like I've already almost started one fire this fucking week, so I want to make it two. You know, like one fire a week is probably too many. So take it from me, everybody. Don't work with hay and smoke cigarettes at the same time. It's not a good idea. Wait, I think I heard. No, I didn't hear nobody. I thought I heard somebody. I was like, fucking finally, somebody. Another soul. Another person just to bounce fucking just nonsense at. There's nothing fucking sadder than like a crazy person with no straight man. Like then it's not fun being crazy anymore because it's just like you're just crazy. I mean, it ruined a pair of flip flops. So then again, those flip flops are like I literally bought those for like $3 fucking dollars at like the dollar store. So it wasn't like a huge fucking loss. Wait, no, why did I take a hit? I ruined everything. Damn my fucking habits. Also, yeah, Rad Player, like, I really, I really want to do a podcast. Go Pin Podcast, link in the description. We changed the name of the SoundCloud so people think we just deleted the podcast, but we did it. We just changed the name. So, Go Pin Podcast. Because, yeah, I really want to fucking talk to some other people about this last season of Game of Thrones. Especially Lundy. Maybe not even Lundy, just any other person who's played D&D. Like Daemon, Nick, even fucking Skull. I don't. Although we haven't ever had Skull on the fucking podcast, so. But yeah, any fucking any person who's ever, because like this last season is just really it's given me a lot of fucking like Vietnam esque flashbacks to like a lot of bad times in different campaigns I've had. That's kind of like the best way to describe this last season. Really, it's like just a bad bad D&D game. Also, it's looking like the leaks were right, which, oh boy, that's going to be fun. Sunday's, well, Monday's going to be fun. Sunday's not going to be fun, but like Monday, like everybody being like, that's it, that's how this fucking shit show ends. You fucking bitch, Lundy. What even is a let's chat? Isn't that what we do here? You fucking whore. And I tried to be nice today, Lundy. I didn't accuse you of child murdering. I was a good guy. See, this is why the Joker fucking kills people, Lundy. Shit like this. This is why I'm the Joker and not Batman. Oh, shit. Also, you have 45 fucking minutes. You got 49 minutes to fucking kill. You can't come in here for 40 fucking minutes or 10 or any amount between fucking like 1 and 49. You don't know that if Batman hates the rich. Batman could hate the rich. There's no evidence to fucking show that Batman loves the rich. Just because he is rich doesn't mean he loves it. You know what? Moore's right. This is why fucking Danny attacked fucking King's Landing. This is why Jamie didn't care about the innocent and he died in his fucking sister lover's arms. Wait, Lundy, did you just leave your fucking computer on at home with just League of Legends fucking running? You know what? I have a tip for you, Lundy. You don't need to do Twitch stream to save some money. Cut your fucking computer off some fucking times. Also, yeah, fucking super noob. Like, yeah, Batman is canonically self-hating. Like, he has a lot of fucking self-hatred. So, yeah, he might fucking Lundy and this fucking let's chat. What a fucking you. Lundy, seriously, like, if you're hard up for cash that you're doing Twitch streams, just fucking turn off your computer like every once in a while. That'll probably save you like 20 fucking bucks on like an electric bill. I mean, to be fair, I never cut off my computer either. But at the same time, I'm a fucking hermit. I barely leave the house anymore. So, fuck it. You know, $5, like whatever. That's like something. That's something for Lundy. It's like a Big Mac or the vegetarian equivalent of a Big Mac. Is fast food employees spit vegan? Lundy, is fast food. Wait, he's not here. And I'm not fucking dignifying him in the fucking comments section anymore. I'll be honest, August, like, I kind of don't care about this computer. I got it for like $200 at Walmart. It's probably why. It's probably why I can't play Minecraft on this fucking computer. Like, well, barely. Can't play the modded version. See, that's what I was thinking more. Like, spit is an animal product, but it's not being farmed. It's not like McDonald's is like, hey, let's make a big old farm warehouse and just have a bunch of employees spit in a fucking tub, and then we could like just lube the burgers with it. You know, since Lundy's fucking like nobody's gonna show up. Like fuck it, I'm just gonna get fucking retarded high, and I can say racial slurs now. I'm not going to, but I can. Just and I guess also the homophobic slurs, but like like I guess this will piss off some people, but like if I was doing a slur tier list, which I did think about that idea this week since like the big new huge thing on YouTube is to do fucking tier list videos for some fucking reason. I was like, what's a tier list that hasn't been done yet? And it's like, oh, nobody's done a racial slur tier list. I should do that. And then I was like, that is probably the worst idea you've ever had for a fucking video. So I don't know. But overall, in terms of like just ranking like the groups of slurs, like racial, like homophobic, religious, is there such thing? I guess there's such thing as like religious slurs. But yeah, like so yeah, I would say racial slurs are worse than homophobic slurs. I mean, look at queer. Like queer is like acceptable fucking language now again. Oh yeah, gendered slurs. I guess I just throw gendered slurs in with sexual slurs. You know what? I don't know why like Chinaman is still a slur. I guess it just doesn't sound nice. I'm trying to think, like, cause yeah, like you're like English man. Then again, like a lot of people don't use those terms anymore. Again, as well, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, more probably, but like the problem with a lot of the gender slurs for men are they are also gender slurs for women. Because like think about it, a lot of the fucking like you call a man a bitch, like depending on the fucking dude, them's fighting words. Also, pussy. I guess bitch is fucking is like a gender neutral gendered slur. Oh, you mean like the ones for like dick, cock, like all that shit? Like, ah. Trying to think. Like, the problem with me is like you can probably say like it's like we talked about last week with the salmon shit. Like that, there's very few things that get under my fucking skin, and they're all like very weird and obscure personal fucking things. Also, somebody's finally here.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. I saw there was like a public link to this and thought I'd drop in.
Yeah, anybody who wants to come in, if like all you gotta do is be in the Discord. That's literally the only.
Oh, okay. So are we just hanging out?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
There's no fucking point to this. Like all the videos I make now, because having a point requires effort, and I'm fucking done with that. Oh, look who decided to grace me.
All right, Matt. I got like 20 minutes before I gotta go hang out with more important people. What do you want?
All right. So,
Oh, that's kind of elitist.
I know that was terrible.
nothing really.
That was terrible.
Yeah. See, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna be in a puddle one day, just begging for fucking change and fucking cum to subsist off of, and you're gonna be like, You're gonna be smoking one of those fancy, like super long rich man cigarettes. And you're just gonna ash it on my fucking head. You're not even gonna give me any cum or anything.
No, I might give you a little bit of cum. To be fair, Matt, I am like 1/3 of the reason why you got your new Nintendo. So,
I mean, you are.
So, I don't want to hear nothing. All right, I'm allowed to talk shit about you because you're my friend. That's how this works.
Yeah.
That's why you're allowed to say that you're allowed.
Also,
to just,
that
like,
is a very elitist thing to say. Like, I'm allowed to be shitty to you because I bought something for you.
But it goes both ways. That is also why you're allowed to just tell people that I'm a child murderer.
I'm really glad that Lundy. I'm really glad that I'm your Sally Hemings to your Thomas Jefferson, and that the Nintendo Switch is the pretty dress. Remember, folks, it wasn't rape because Thomas Jefferson bought her a dress. That's what Amendum says.
That is what Amendum said.
Who is Sally Hemings?
Thomas Jefferson's slave that he had a bunch of kids with.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's obviously rape then.
Nah, it's cool because he bought her a dress and he took her to France.
Yeah.
Why would you take a rape victim to France? Like, it makes no sense.
Okay.
Amendum is really weird. Like, that is like...
It is really one of the weirdest things that he's decided to, like, die on the hill of.
Because it's the most hypocritical thing. Like, he's a hypocrite on a lot of things, but, like, particularly that, it's like, wait, why... Oh, so yeah, Lundy. I don't know. Have you been watching Game of Thrones season 8? Because I really want to do a podcast on that.
I
as
haven't
well.
been watching it, but trust me, like I know everything that's happening because literally everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it like the day
'Cause-
after.
I want to describe it in terms of in D&D game terms to you, and see if you get the same vibe that I've been getting. It feels like just the worst fucking Dungeons and Dragons game.
It feels like here's the thing. It feels like the DM and all the players got into a fight, and now they're all trying to basically do
Everybody-
their own thing, and in order to bring the world to an end, so they can
Everybody's
start
just
over.
trying to kill the game in their own way.
Hey, Alexander, you know there's like a genre of anime like that now, right?
You mean isekai?
Yeah, it's all like video games and shit.
Yeah, I know.
So like basically what you're saying, I don't watch television, so I don't know what you guys are talking about, but GOT or whatever, it sounds like it's an anime basically.
I don't know, GOTO.
That's like an insult to anime. Like, I know anime is fucking trash, but like, I'd rather watch the most boring isekai at this fucking point than like. Thank fuck, there's only one more episode of Game of Thrones.
It really, honestly, like it really is like they just were like, we don't have any ideas left. We're just gonna try and fucking end things as sloppily as possible. Just,
You know what's funny that came out is I forget which one of the writers, but he did a really fucking job. He did a really poor job on like the unaired pilot of Game of Thrones, and basically he got the fucking show anyways because he told HBO, he's like, look, you can either fire me and admit that like I'm an idiot and I didn't know what I was doing and you wasted $10 million, or you could just give me the show and not admit that you're idiots and that I'm an idiot.
Oh shit, that's fucking great. That's some fucking clout right there.
Imagine how they could have actually used that money for something productive.
Yeah,
That money could have gone into like
I
Dude,
mean,
that's-
it is
giving
helping
homeless
creation.
people fucking food and shit.
How long is it? How long has this show been going for?
Like 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So like they could have given all that money to a public school and completely funded it.
And they spend like 10 mil, like I forget if 10 mil is the average. I don't
Like per season.
know per like they spend like at least $1 million per episode.
Jesus.
Wow, that's retarded.
They could have fucking like housed.
Why
so many
couldn't
homeless
9/11
people.
hit Hollywood, huh?
It would have taken out a lot of pedophiles.
Nobody would have cared.
I mean, you say that, Matt, but like too many people are addicted to fucking like all the shit that Hollywood does. So, I don't know about that. I don't know about nobody would care.
I mean, like in hindsight, I would care a little because we probably want a guy in the Marvel movies, and that would make me sad on some level. But
We also probably wouldn't have gotten Jordan Peele's movies.
I don't mind the movies. It's just I don't like television. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
even
watch.
even Netflix is like mostly shit right now, to be honest.
I don't watch movies or anything. But
Hey Matt, have you seen the Lucifer shit thing? The fucking it's
oh yeah, the show on Fox that's kind of sort of not based off of the DC comic.
yeah. Is
Yeah.
So I've heard it's shit. Like it's just not good. And the main reason is because in the comic, the premise is that Lucifer basically goes up to God and goes, "I could do a better job than you," and God's like, "Prove it," and then gave him his own universe and made him God of that universe.
Yeah.
And then but in the show, Lucifer's like, "I'm tired of being the devil. I'm gonna go up and own a nightclub."
Well, it's
Like,
it's based off of the end of the story.
okay.
Because in the comics, like Lucifer and Sandman, because that's where this all originates, is the Sandman comics by Neil Gaiman. Lucifer is very much based off of the Paradise Lost version of Lucifer.
Okay.
So, like, at the end, like, Lucifer is, like, stole, like, that hell is basically the fucking universe that God gave him, and he fucked it up, and he's like, shit. So like he doesn't want to be Lucifer anymore, and to be fair, you don't see Lucifer anymore after he fucking leaves hell in the comics. So all this nightclub shit is fucking new and dumb and awful. But the actual comic version's really neat and fun. It's a really interesting character
So I've
story.
heard. Apparently the show is more or less just a cop drama, honestly.
Yeah, Lucifer likes solving crimes.
Oh Jesus! So like Satan, but he's
Yeah.
a cop. That's stupid.
No, he just helps the cops.
That's even stupider. Like, what do cops do actually? They just go and arrest people for drug charges, and then he's going to go and make money off the drugs because he owns a nightclub where people go get high.
Also, some of the crimes are like magical based, but not all of them.
It's like honestly, like it just isn't. It honestly feels like from what I've heard that it doesn't even need to be Lucifer. It just needs to just be some dude. Maybe it could just be like a random demon.
It could just be it could have just been like, hey, it's the Beelzebub show.
My mom watched a show about like shit like that. But it was like they were witches or something.
Fuck. Was that like Charmed, like way back?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, they remade Charm and made it black.
How is it?
I don't know. I never watched Charm or cared about it. I just know they remade it.
I saw like one episode.
I know they remade Murder, She Wrote with the fucking chick from How to Commit Murder and Get Away with It, and that failed because Angela Lansbury is Murder, She Wrote.
I thought
I
thought How to Get Away with Murder like failed because it was just like written absolutely terribly.
I mean, the first season was kind of good, for like network television. Like a network television show trying to be like a cable television show. So like, it's like, I forget which I think it was ABC that did it. So it's like, in terms of like, ABC is trying to ape off of like Breaking Bad or Nip Tuck or Sons of Anarchy or something like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the problem is like, they kind of made a story that can only work in one season.
I remember watching one episode of Charmed, but for the life of me, I cannot remember what the fuck it was about. And the only reason I watched it was because it was like 3 women, and I was like 12, and I was like, I am attracted to ladies. Like that's literally my entire thought process.
Yeah, I remember that show.
3 ladies. Mathematically, one of them is going to get naked.
That was basically my thought process. Like, I hope one of them shows their
That's
undies.
why I used to watch Passions. Anybody remembers the soap opera Passions?
Oh god, my mom watched that.
They used to show a lot of fucking side boob on Passions, like so much fucking side boob.
Oh shit!
Also, Passions was just super fucking dumb and retarded, and I loved it. I should see if there's episodes of Passions on fucking YouTube's for a very public spanking when I'm finally let out of the doghouse.
Let out of the doghouse?
Yeah, I did a bad Lundy. I did a bad thing.
What did you do?
I kind of gave Angus the idea to do the Insane Clown Posse movies.
Okay, in fairness, Magic Ninjas what is all I can say. Listen, I liked the first one, all right? I thought it was hilarious. Now, granted, when I watched it,
we actually skipped that one.
Really?
That was the one we couldn't get through.
But that one was the only one that was like any fun.
I don't even remember what point. I think it was sometime during the fucking meeting with Biggs. I think it was after the fucking the chick with the massive fucking tits showed her tits.
Yeah.
It was sometime after that, and we were like bored now.
But I was in high school back when ICP was like relatively new. There was like it was like Halloween, and there was a Juggalo kid, and everyone was going around slapping each other in the face with shaving cream, and this kid got really pissed off and attacked this kid that like an underclass man because we messed up his clown makeup, and then we all beat the shit out of him, and he had to go to the hospital.
We didn't. We didn't like. There was like one. I know of one confirmed Juggalo in my high school. Maybe two.
They're like a gang now, like MS-13. Except not.
I mean, yeah,
Catholic.
gang with quotation marks around it, because I mean, yeah, some of them actually do gang shit, like run drugs and shit. But let's be honest, like most insane clown pot, like most juggalos are just fucking. They're just
white
dummies
kids.
who like a dumb band.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like a Christian thing, ain't it?
No, it's not even a Christian thing.
Oh.
I mean, there is like, there's like a subsection of juggalos that are like uber Christians. It's weird,
no.
and I think
There's
that was
some
mostly.
dickhead, like his name was Ryan. I was about to pull a Lundy and say his full fucking name. I'll just say his first name.
I heard someone was talking about me. I took a break from eating garbage to come in here.
I love that you did that. Like you just for
saw
this
the fucking-
joke.
I just saw the fucking image. Oh dear God! What the fuck?
I'll
Matt,
just
are
say
you-
his first name. Ryan. This fucking kid named Ryan. He was a dickhead. He ripped up one of my Magic cards one time for no reason, and I threw a fucking chair at him.
Matt, are you looking at the fucking hangout?
Yeah,
You see Gary?
I see old Rocky Dennis there.
How apt is that comparison? The only I mean,
Yeah,
The
as
first thing
far
that
as
comes
looks,
up when you search Amendum on
as far
image search.
as looks are concerned, yeah. I mean,
I think
then
fuck
again,
it.
Is that like photoshopped?
no, that's
No.
that's like a movie. It's from a movie
Yeah.
of some
It's
basically
from a movie
Ma-
called
Mask.
Mask.
Yeah.
Not the fun Jim Carrey version of Mask, but a really boring, like it really feels like a
It's
fucking
a really
Lifetime
ugly. It's a really ugly boy, but he's got a really kind soul, and he meets a blind girl.
You know he
and
was
she can
based off
see
of
him
a
for
real
who
kid,
he
right?
is. What?
He was based off of a real kid.
Yeah, I know.
My mom says I look like a lion. I guess your mom is a lion.
Oh God, Matt. Oh shit.
Look like fucking,
Some of us
you
are
look like a
Kanbys.
goddamn. You look like a fucking rock biter from fucking goddamn not Land Before Time. Never ending story.
More time. He looks like a dinosaur, man. All right.
Nah.
All right.
He looks like Carrot Top's Final Evolution.
It's just too much Carrot Top.
Like, you haven't even seen it. This isn't even my final form yet.
Oh shit. All right. All right. I gotta get off. I gotta call up Kevin, get the fucking OBS working. So
All right.
I showed
hang out with
up, Matt.
your
So
favorite
stop
people.
fucking with me about this shit, all right? And don't just message me in Discord being like you're wrong about the thing to try and fucking troll me, all right?
Look, again, I was being nice. I wasn't using my preferred bait.
I know. All right. Later, Nat.
I want to be more specific next time. I don't know. I might just come up with like a random generator of fucking dumb topics to be like, Lundy, you're wrong about Bambi.
Oh, so Last time I was in Iraq, I gave my nephew my Xbox One, and I took my card off of it because he couldn't spend any real life money. But he was apparently playing GTA Online on my account, and he spent like 500,000 in-game dollars on just random crap, like upgrading a minivan or some shit like that.
I mean, at least it wasn't real money.
Yeah. Well, I was sitting there and I was like, I don't care. That's how I reacted. But I guess if like the Magic the Gathering cards are really important to you, Ryan deserved it.
Yeah, it's just a dick move, man.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's a big difference between virtual money and
Wasn't even that good of a card, if I'm being completely honest.
if it's like a actual thing. Oh, I thought he had like ruined your entire deck or something.
No, he just ripped up one
Oh, what a
card.
dick. that is
Doesn't
really...
ripping up one card destroy the deck, really? Like, how are you going to get another one of the same?
I mean, it kind of did, but like, I remember the card. It was Grell's Touch, and like, it's kind of it's like not the worst fucking card, but like, it wasn't really a key to that fucking deck.
Oh yeah, I guess you could just like order a new one on like eBay or something.
Yeah, or just like go to the card shop.
Yeah.
Because this is when like those things were still like in business and not destroyed by eBay yet. Also, Cough brings up a good point. Like Rocky was like a nicer person than Amendum.
He probably
Which is
lives in a
why-
nicer house.
Even though I kind of don't want to compare him to him, but like it's why like Buffalo Bill's probably the more apt comparison with Amendum. Even though Buffalo Bill is a fucking hysterical fucking character. I remember one time, right? So I don't remember if I've told this story before, but I don't remember if I've told it on a recorded thing ever. But like I remember when Rob had his girlfriend, like I went to visit them, and like she never saw Silence of the Lambs, so it was the first time she was watching it, and literally she's like watching it like how normal people watch it, as like a suspenseful horror movie. Meanwhile, like every time fucking Buffalo Bill is on fucking is on screen, I'm just fucking clapping and laughing and just quoting him. Because Buffalo Bill is just fucking hysterical in that movie to me. Like, I love fucking Buffalo Bill. He's so funny.
That would certainly change his lines. Like, do you see what Kafka's saying about Buffalo Bill being a better anti-natalist?
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he actually kills people. Although he's not like a really good antinatalist, he hasn't killed himself. But again, like that's like the big hang up with like all these antinatalist fucks is like I can't kill me because I gotta spread the message that other people need to kill themselves. And people wonder why
I just
like
Googled antinatalism. That's a really stupid philosophy.
Would you fuck me? I wouldn't fuck me. Procreating is wrong.
yeah, Rad Player. I slept under Rob's table. I think that no, that wasn't that time. I think that was either after or before. Because like there are a lot of people at Rob's place that that time, and like I was like, I'm gonna sleep over here under the floor. I mean, not under the floor. I would have slept under the floor if there was like enough space under the floor. I would have slept there. That actually sounds kind of fun. Be like sleeping in a coffin.
That's how they do it on like ships and stuff. They they stack people on top of each other in like really low bunks. They fit
That
like three
reminds me.
people in the space where you would normally put two.
I got an idea, Adam, that we need to do for the podcast because sleeping in a coffin reminds me of this. Ways we want to die, because I know I'm the outlier for everybody.
Why is it like extreme?
I want to fucking die painful. Like I want to know I'm dying. Like I don't want any of this. Like oh he passed away peacefully in his fucking sleep. Like no, I want to be awake and I want it to be as fucking painful as my body can fucking take.
I mean, you're on track. You definitely smoke enough.
I mean, not like fucking cancer. Like fuck that. Like cancer's like I want like I don't know, like a fucking train to hit me or something. Like that'd be fucking cool. Or like fall into a wood chipper.
But I mean, that would be okay. So you're talking fast and painful, not slow and painful.
No, sometimes slow. Like fucking getting like run over like feet first, like by a steamroller. I take that too.
Okay, so like something grand.
Yeah, I just want pain. I just want fucking mind searing fucking pain when I die.
ISIS, they have white phosphorus mortar shells, and it's like really terrible burns, but it doesn't kill you very quickly. So they would lob.
See, that's
those at
like
us
my only
sometimes.
hang up. I want a guaranteed death though. I want no chance of survival.
Well, I mean, if you sit in it long enough, it'll probably kill you, but
So you're looking for like Ebola.
Yeah, like no botch, like no chance to botch it. I mean, I guess that's why ultimately like some of these examples aren't good, like the wood chipper or the fucking steamroller, because there is the chance of like survival there.
Especially if it's just your feet.
Yeah. Well, you can't go head first because then your head just squishes and then you don't feel fucking shit. And that defeats the purpose of
You-
wanting a painful death.
you remember that this was back when I was in high school. You remember that show Band of Brothers? They had like a dude
Yeah.
there, and he was run over by a self-propelled gun, feet first. He was a Nazi. So that like he like falls over or something, and the thing runs over him feet first.
Yeah, like something. I think we chase focus with this. See, that's the problem when I talk about like how I want to die. Like a lot of people get really uncomfortable because I'm like, yeah, I want it all.
It's not a tank. It's a self-propelled gun. It's a
Like I'm not,
self-propelled anti-tank gun.
because you know my view on death is like you're only going to die once, so you should get the full fucking experience. I guess mainly I just don't want to die in my sleep. Because that just seems fucking boring and lame.
I don't know. I'll take that boring and lame option.
But yeah, like I remember I was talking about this over in the Destiny Discord, and a lot of them could not handle, like, particularly poor Zenian. Like he could. No, it wasn't Zenian. It was fucking Dances. Yeah, Dances. Like he was just like, I can't take this. This is awful. Because like Dances had this really like lovely scenario of like how he wanted to die. Like he wanted to be carried up to like a really tall mountain and just like see like a sunset or a sunrise one last time from a mountain and like take a suicide pill. And I was like, I'd want the person carrying me to just throw me off the fucking mountain. Just fucking hurdle my fucking ass just fucking off of the precipice. That would
sounds
be
like the
fucking
ending
great.
to Red Dead Redemption 2. What he was talking about.
Yeah, kinda.
because like Arthur, he gets beat up and then he just sits on top of the mountain watching the sunrise, or he gets shot. But
What about the Doctor Strangelove
He's fucked up.
option? The riding the nuclear bomb.
That could be fun.
that wouldn't hurt though, would it?
No, it wouldn't hurt, but it would be spectacular.
I think because of the way gravity works, you would just fall off the bomb.
Well, it depends. If you like, planned ahead of time and like put a rope around it, and that had something to
Yeah,
hold
I
on
guess
to.
that would work.
Or had some magnet grabbers.
It would actually be really painful too, because those planes, they fly at like a really high altitude, and then with all that weight, you'd be falling really fast, so you'd be getting like frozen and whiplash and stuff. A lot of
Probably be
G-force.
bashing your fucking head on the thing.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if you'd really care for very long. Like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, cough, cough. I still love Red Dead Redemption 1 better.
Yeah, Red Dead 2, it feels like it was
It's
made
good.
It feels like it was made by people who were kind of retarded.
My problem with Red Dead 2 is like I kept seeing, like I was playing through the missions and I'd be like, oh, I remember this mission from San Andreas. I remember this mission from this game. I remember, you know what I mean? Like they were all like standard old Rockstar tropes.
So,
like, you know what I mean? Like
is there-
built, reused, recycled.
Is
Just
there
with
a
horses.
term for a version of the Uncanny Valley for immersion?
No,
I'm
but
not sure.
Because
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
kind of
though.
had that problem with Red Dead
'Cause the-
Redemption 2, where a lot of the fucking stuff they added for like realism, it's just like, this is fucking taking me out of the game because it's fucking taking so long to do this fucking dumb shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. And plus it's like really glitchy too. So like you could be trying to like walk through a town or something, and then all of a sudden somebody accuses you of attempted rape, and then you get a bounty or something.
Yeah, it's like, I was just walking here. Like, come
And then-
on.
And they just send waves of cops to try and make it difficult, and so you can be in like a small town or something with like 6 people in it, and then there's like just 500 sheriffs that you have to kill to get out, and they're all only worth $10 a piece.
Or you like try to talk to a shopkeeper and shoot him in the chest instead. Like you'd never fucking
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, they just didn't think out the system very well. I think probably Skyrim worked a lot better.
Which, considering how glitchy that game was, is that's pretty huge.
I mean, to be fair, again, like I said, like it's got like this weird problem of like, I don't know if there's a term for it, but like there's like too like they went too far with like trying to be immerse. Where it's like, look, this is a fucking video game at the end of the day, guys. You know what keeps me immersed in a video game? Not having to deal with bullshit. And you're making me deal with bullshit. Like, cooking is a huge fucking pain in the dick in Red Dead Redemption 2. Just make it like fucking Red Dead Redemption 1.
I don't remember ever cooking in Red Dead Redemption 1. I guess it was just basically optional. I guess I just bought food.
Yeah. I mean, literally the only reason I would do it is because cooked meat sold more than raw meat.
Oh, I get you.
And so it's like, hey, that's more bullets I can pump into dudes.
Or like, have you ever played Kingdom Come Deliverance?
No,
Like
but I've
you have
heard
to
about it.
you have to eat and sleep and all, and like you have to make sure your character is washed and all kinds of nonsense, right? And if you don't want to do that, like like it sort of makes the game feel more realistic. But if you don't want that realism shit, all you have to do is get a perk that allows you to go see like these women for free, and then you can just go there and take care of all your needs at like one go. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just go there and you don't have to worry about any of those systems anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like, come on, game. Like, I appreciate what you're trying to do here, but it's a little fucking much. Like, simmer it the fuck down. Like, I haven't played it yet, but it's not really the same problem, but it's a game I'm kind of like, I have the same feeling of it's a little bit much. It's like the new Mortal Kombat. Maybe I'm just old now. Maybe I'm too old now, and I'm just like, oh man, this is like really violent, guys.
I
What are
haven't
you
even tried
barking
the
at,
new one.
Ginger? It looks good. From what I hear, it plays fine.
But isn't it like like all insanely carved up for microtransactions?
Kinda, yeah. It's more the costumes and stuff because they know people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want to play as like classic Scorpion. That'd be really cool." Because it's basically, from what I've heard, it plays pretty much like a more polished version of Injustice 2. So if you're a fan of Injustice 2, you'll probably like the new Mortal Kombat game. I did hear they like a lot of people are kind of like pissed about the story mode, but it's like, look, it's Mortal Kombat. Like the fucking, I know they kind of fixed the story in the last two games, but like it was inevitable that they were gonna fuck it up again. It's a fucking fighting game.
So what games are you playing right now?
I've kind of gotten back into Crusader Kings 2 because of how shitty Game of Thrones is. Mainly because it's like, you know what, I can make better stories in my fucking head playing Crusader Kings 2. It's also like I've also been fiddling around with doing another fucking like D&D campaign. I might give that idea the goat for the podcast because that could be a fun little like sub series or something.
Oh yeah, you said earlier that you can't get Minecraft to run. Have you tried running like the new vanilla update, the
Yeah,
1.14?
I could get vanilla to run to an extent.
Because
Like
like
one,
if Nick or somebody sets up like a vanilla server, I would totally play on the new vanilla.
yeah, like I can get vanilla to work. Just modded Minecraft, just I don't know.
It seems like with the new vanilla, you don't really need mods. I mean, you need mods to do like a bunch of stuff, but I mean, it doesn't. It looks like you can enjoy vanilla Minecraft a lot more than you used to be able to.
Yeah, I've been having fun playing it like recently. Like they
Especially
have
all the new
fleshed
stuff
out
with
like
villages.
there's some stuff where it's like I wish fucking swamps had more fucking shit now again. Like give us a fucking alligator, Mojang.
Come on, Microsoft. You know you have the budget for alligators.
I've been wanting a fucking alligator in fucking Minecraft ever since they first introduced the swamp biome.
We gave all the alligator money to Notch.
Cause I'm just like I think every biome should have at least like one like biome specific animal, you know? It's kind of like, hey, this is like the unique thing for these biomes. It's like these guys. And like alligators would just be like it'd be really fun in a fucking and plus like I can already picture an alligator in the fucking Minecraft style and it works really good cuz like it's just a bunch of fucking squares. And, like when you look at an alligator it's like yeah, I can see how you can be turned into a bunch of squares and rectangles.
Yeah, it's not even like it's gonna be that hard. I've always wanted to see, like, I've always wanted zombies um, to be like snowmen in the snow biomes. I would love that. Like, you know, like they just collect snow as they move and they turn into snowmen.
That could be fun. Good and I know like some people now are soured on like the biome specific mods because you know, look at polar bears.
Are there polar bears in vanilla, or was that a mod?
Yeah, there's polar bears in vanilla, and they don't do dick.
Oh, do you mean they don't attack you? They're not aggro?
No, they'll attack you, and they'll do a lot of damage, but like they don't like. I think you can get fish from them. Like, you don't even get like a unique thing from them.
So you get like fish and bones, and that's it? Like you don't even get like polar bear meat?
I don't even think you get bones.
Really?
I think you just get fish.
Was this in Red Dead?
No, in Minecraft, and I think it was kind of useful when polar bears were first introduced because I think if I remember right, because this was all during the time I was off of Minecraft, so I don't remember the timeline too good during this time, but if I remember right, I think polar bears were introduced before the big aquatic update they did, where they basically overhauled the fishing mechanic and made like fishing an actual fucking thing you can do. So polar bears giving fish kind of actually made it wasn't the worst thing because it's like, oh, getting fish is kind of a fucking dick because fishing doesn't really work in the game.
Yeah, I do a lot of fishing in Red Dead because it's like really easy and it's a good source of money, even in online. But the conversation in your actual like stream, it's like completely different than the one we're having in here. These guys are not paying attention.
They're just
I
talking
mean,
about
I expect
abortion
nothing
versus.
less.
They're more talking about the title.
Look, I don't want to actually talk about, even though I named this abortion, I've heard enough of the, like, I get it. It's an important issue, and I'm not saying I'm against the people who are mad about this. I've heard a lot of fucking dumb takes about, like, this whole debate, like, all week long in the Destiny Discord, and it's, like, kind of tired of it. I'm tired of hearing, like, dumb people talk about this. Not saying anybody here is dumb, but it's just like, just don't want to hear it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all the arguments have actually been made. It's just about what side you come down on.
You know what I think? You know what I think that we should start, like, you know what I think should start happening? Because I've been thinking about this with, like, the states that, like, are passing legislation to protect anti-vaxxer parents. Is like, you know what? Like, we should do what we do with, like, the highway funds, where, like, federal highway funds are tied to the drinking age. So if a state lowers the drinking age from 21, they don't get federal highway funds anymore. So it's like, you know what? If you protect anti-vaxxers, you're not gonna get federal fucking like CDC money. Go fuck yourselves. You create a fucking outbreak, you're gonna fucking deal with it with your state money because you decided to do this.
You just set up CDC checkpoints at every place where you could leave the state.
It would be like a zombie thing, wouldn't
it? Pretty much would be. It would be outbreak.
And then, like, with abortion, it's like, okay, you wanna impose restrictions on abortion. We're gonna cut, like, federal pre and postnatal care to the state, except for Planned Parenthood. We'll still fund Planned Parenthood in the state, but nobody else. Have fun. Have a nice day.
I was just thinking that, like, since we have all the since, like, you know, if you're a Christian, right, and you think that, like, if you're good you become an angel when you die, then wouldn't you want there to be more abortions if you're white? Because then there'd be more white people in heaven. Because, like, right now it has to be all Chinese and black people, right?
Yeah, but they're like, depends on, like, which version, you know. Like the Catholics, you don't get into heaven if you're not baptized. Although I don't know what happens to the unbaptized babies now because they got rid of limbo.
They baptize them in they baptize them in, like, the juices that come out from the abortions.
I guess I guess all the unbaptized babies get to hang out in purgatory with like all of the honorable like pagans and heathens and shit.
I would think all the freaking Catholics would just go to hell anyways because their religion is evil, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, yeah, like if Catholicism is right, there's probably not a lot of priests up there.
The whole religion is just like
Probably not a lot of crusaders either.
it's like multi-level marketing, dude. They don't even believe anything. I used to be a Catholic. It's just like a multi-level marketing scheme where you try and get more people in, and they pay money because they feel guilty. And then, yeah, it's ripe for abuse like any other fucking thing.
Trying to think if any of the other branches have any weird stuff with like hey, if you're a non-Christian baby, where do you go when you die? I wonder if in like OG Mormonism, if like they still, if those like babies would still get a planet, maybe a dwarf, like a moon. Maybe that's what it is. Like maybe that's where the dead babies go in Mormonism is like they get the moons. Do the
Or
Jews
like,
have any weird stuff with dead babies? I don't think they do, because like
The
the Jewish
Jews don't think
afterlife
you
is,
have to
is
go
pretty
to
much just
hell.
like
I think Jews
the Jewish
don't
afterlife
go to
is
hell.
really weird to me. Because like the Jewish afterlife to me just sounds like everybody's just standing in like a room with God, and like depending on how good you were, you're either closer or further away from God in this infinite room.
So it's kind of like if you're having a gangbang.
Maybe a gangbang, or just like it kind of sounds more like a really awkward party where there's like a celebrity or something there, and it's like I don't know. It's just the Jewish afterlife seems weird to me. You know, yeah, yeah, cough, cough. It's like a concert. That's what it really sounds like to me. Where, like, if you're a really good Jew, you got front row fucking tickets. But if, like, everybody else, like, so I guess, like, us non-Jews, like, we're the people who are, like, sitting on, like, the grass outside and who's just, like, listening. I guess we can still hear God, but, like, we can't see him.
You think God could just think up like a speaker system or something?
All right, so Marcus is saying God is everything, so you join the everything.
Wow, that's
So I guess like
some hippie crap. No wonder the Jews are so reviled.
I can't wait for dinner tonight.
What do you have?
We're having fucking lasagna,
Nice.
and I'm like fucking stupid high, and I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be so fucking delicious. Lasagna is just pasta cake.
Isn't it more like pasta casserole?
I mean, kinda, but like I like pasta cake better.
Let me go find some pasta cake for you.
I've seen pizza cake.
Spaghetti layer cake ones.
I wanted to make that one time, but
I found, damn, they do have like pasta cakes. That looks pretty. Well, that one doesn't. I don't want it to have like sweets on spaghetti, but Okay, that stuff is made out of SpaghettiOs. It doesn't look good.
Also, cheesecake is a fucking pie.
Cheesecake? Eh. I don't really have anything to say about cheesecake.
I didn't eat cheesecake for the longest time, and then I had it, and I was just like, what have I been missing? Fucked up.
I tried it once when I was a little kid and I hated it, and then so like I had just
That's
decided that I
basically
hated
what
it.
happened to me.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
yeah.
like I tried it when I was 27. I was like, "Fuck, this is great."
I remember like one time when my mom still worked at Walmart, there was an overshipment of like cheesecakes there, and she brought home like fucking so much cheesecakes.
Do you throw them in the freezer?
Yeah, we like it was like fucking maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, but like yeah, it was just so much fucking cheesecake. But yeah, like cheesecake is pie, and pie is the best dessert. See, that would be like the normie like video I would make is like the pie is the dessert tier. Cause like fuck cake. I like
Wait,
cake
what's wrong
is
with
not
cake?
look cake like a good cake is not bad. Like I'm not saying like there aren't good cakes, but overall as like a group, like cake is fucking very disappointing to me.
I like ice cream the best out of all the sweets, desserts.
Yeah, I would rank ice cream above cake.
So what is your favorite dessert then?
Pie,
Oh, okay.
hands down.
Would
Yeah,
your favorite cake then be an ice cream cake?
I would rather just have plain ice cream.
I'll be honest, like my big problem with like cake again, like my ranking is taking all cakes as a group. And the problem is when you, for me at least, when I do that, my biggest problem with a lot of cakes is fucking the icing.
Yeah, the icing is like usually kind of gross.
There's like too much fucking icing most of the time. It's why, like, I really want to love cupcakes. Cupcakes are like, this seems like I should love this, but like, no. Like, there's always, like, I've never had a good cupcake.
Though
There's
that could
always
just be
too
the
much
function
icing.
of where you've been getting these things. Like if you ever really sought out like a really good cupcake or a really good slice of cake.
That's why I like pie, because it's all contained. It might be like my weird autism coming in. Where it's like pie has like the perfect ratio of like crust to filling.
What's the best pie?
I'm a fan of apple. Like I know it's kind of a boring answer, but like fucking a nice like fresh hot slice of apple pie with some like vanilla ice cream. That's like the best fucking shit ever. I was thinking of making the poutine pie joke, Dork Jam, but I decided against it.
Oh, that one's too easy. I don't know. For me, it's pumpkin.
Yeah, I'd take pumpkin pie.
Honestly, I stand by my bacon is overrated stance.
Well, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't know.
Because like the whole reason bacon is like ranked so high, in my opinion, is because it's salty and smoky. And it's just salt and smoke anything else, and it's basically bacon.
You get salt. There's salt and smoked cheese up in like the Midwest. It's a lot cheaper and a lot healthier. It's haram too.
Like you could probably make bacon out of like, I know they have like vegan bacon where it's like rice paper. But like you could probably literally make bacon out of a carrot. You could probably find a way to make a carrot into, or like anything, like squash, like any vegetable that's like got some like firmness to it. Bacon mushrooms would probably be good.
I'm definitely a fan of smoked cheese. Like especially like Mennonite made or like Amish smoked cheese. Like that's how they get around a lot of food laws. Is like you don't have to like pasteurize your milk for your cheese as long as you smoke the cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty sweet.
Also, if you cut up any meat thin enough, like it'll be like nice and crispy when you fry it up. Like one thing that's particularly popular in my household is like we enjoy fried bologna here.
Hmm.
Which, most people like associate bologna, most people are like, oh, bologna's a cold cut, but bologna fries up pretty good. You gotta be careful though if you're using like the round pieces because like you gotta like cut a wedge in it. So like, the heat doesn't balloon it up.
Oh yeah, then it goes like a concave like dome thing. Like it. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
So you gotta make the bologna into like a little Pac-Man.
Is there square bologna?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Usually it's the bologna that's mixed with other shit though. And truth be told, I don't think I've seen it in years. Though I never really ate that shit because like I know the chicken bologna came in fucking squares because I remember one time my dad fucking bought it and it was like literally the worst fucking shit ever and I refused to fucking eat it. And he got so mad at me, but his fucking friends backed me up. And it's like, you know what? You assholes might be fucking Klansmen, but you know what? Thank you. You're sensible people on this fucking issue of like chicken bologna is the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah,
It just tastes like water.
Yeah, it's just and it's super slimy and it has like a awful weird fucking texture. And I know like actual bologna is kind of gross when you find out what it like. Oh, it's liver and it's basically just liver, beef. It's just liver and cow face and fucking like garlic. That's all that's in bologna.
Ugh.
Speaking of that, how about fried spam?
I'm not a big spam guy, honestly.
They
I don't
eat that
hate
a
it.
lot in Korea. Spam.
Like you can you curry spam.
No, Koreans,
Oh, okay.
they eat a lot of spam.
Anywhere like where the American military went in World War II, they eat spam pretty much.
But
I
yeah,
mean, I know they didn't go to Korea, but I mean, like in
No,
like
they did.
in Japan,
They
they
occupied
did
it.
okay.
they
In,
occupy.
Yeah, chicken sausage is fine. Cough, cough. It's just chicken bologna. Like, I guess bologna. No, bologna is technically a loaf. It's not even though it kind of is a sausage.
Doesn't a sausage, it has to be like tied up in something a specific way?
no, you can have loose sausage.
Yeah, but like even
That's
with
fine.
like loose sausage, like you usually cook them in like a skin or something, and then like you remove it.
Okay.
No, you can. Okay, I don't know
Or
about
it's
where
just
you are.
like, or it's just like just the meat. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like hamburger meat.
Yeah. Like I buy that plenty.
See, I was
plenty of times.
thinking of pre-shaped like loose sausage.
No, like you can buy like loose sausage just like you would any other ground meat.
But yeah, like with bologna, like it's never. It's just baked in like a loaf pan. It's just like bread.
Hmm.
Bologna's gross, but like it's a fine thing to eat at lunch. God, I can't wait for that fucking lasagna. It's gonna be so fucking good.
You're definitely making me hungry.
I already ate Italian for lunch. So I'm good, but
I mean, Sable, is it like? Is there? There has to be some fucked up like French dish where it's basically like lamb abortion in garlic sauce. Because those fucking French, like they're weird when it comes to food.
Isn't there that one thing called balut that's like a almost ready to hatch duck fetus?
I think, yeah, like that was one of the jokes in like the newer Simpson seasons. I don't remember which season it was, but they went to France. And like Marge went to this cafe and like all of the dishes there were basically like, this is a stew that was made from a rooster that was beaten to death in front of his wife and children. Like there were just all these like super horrific like animal abuse fucking recipes, and it's just like, what is it? Why do you do this, France? Why did you come up with frog gras? That's fucked up. Who was the first person to do that? Who was the fucking who was like the first French dude who was like, I'm going to fucking take this cognac and I'm going to shove it down this goose's fucking throat and then I will eat its liver. Ooh, lasagna's done. Okay, I'm ending this.
probably some like rich guy who wanted to abuse animals.
All right,
Probably. Or
have a
some
good one.
dumb farmer who was like, we don't have TV yet. I'm going to abuse this goose.
Isn't it just
But yeah.
caused by overfeeding? So like just a goose that ate too much.
I think there's like cognac involved.
I thought it was just simply overfeeding until
You know what?
until too much fat builds up in the liver.
Maybe. That's your homework for the week, everybody. Like, next week. What is cognac? I mean, not cognac. I know what cognac is. I was an alcoholic. So, fucking... Why do the French do this? Next time, I'm getting this lasagna.